Hola a todos and welcome to a new Spanish lesson with me, Sebas. This is a new video from the series Grammar and the topic for today is a definite article. Empecemos. First, I'm going to explain you what an article is. It's the element which precedes the common nouns and sometimes the adjectives to describe their number and gender. If you have any doubt about the noun's morphology, you could check my videos about the introduction to the nouns and the plural form, so you can catch it up. In some other words, the article would be the word which always come along with the nouns and adjectives. In English, these words will be da, a, an. The articles are classified into definite articles, which we will see in this video, and the indefinite articles, which we will see in the next video. Before explaining the uses from the definite article, I will show you a diagram about them. It is really simple to learn, so here we go. This is the classification of the definite articles in Spanish. As you see, they are divided according to their gender and number. For masculine nouns and adjectives, in singular form, we have el. Notice that we don't use the accent mark here. If we use it, we will be referring to the personal pronoun. Examples, el calendario, el juguete. For masculine in plural form, we have los. For example, los carros, los lapiceros. I wrote a note about the contractions we have with these two prepositions. So, when we combine article with the preposition a, we say al. And when we combine it with preposition de, we say del. For feminine nouns and adjectives in singular form, we use la. For example, la flor, la ciudad. The plural form for the feminine nouns will always be las. For example, las paredes, las puertas. Now, we have a rules for the word which start with the vowel a and have the intonation on the first syllable. Although these nouns are feminine, we use el when we use it in the singular form. For example, el área, el águila. Their plural form would be las áreas, las águilas. Finally, we have the neutral article lo. This is used to transform some adjectives into nouns. For example, lo malo, lo triste. For this neutral article, we don't have a plural form. Now, I'm going to explain you in which cases we use the definite article. We basically use them in three situations. To express about something that is unique. For example, Andrea es la novia de Juan, which means Andrea is Juan's bride. In this case, we use a definite article as Andrea might be the only bride. To express about something from which we have a previous reference. For example, let's say that we have ordered a taxi. So in this case, we could say, el taxi ya llegó, which means the taxi has already arrived. In this case, we use the definite article because we have already talked about the taxi. To express about something that is in front or implicitly understood by the other speaker. For example, la comida está rica, which means the food is delicious. Before finishing, I would like to emphasize that the essence from the article is to precede the common nouns, but as everything in grammar topics, there are some exceptions. There are some proper nouns that use an article. For example, some countries, like el Perú, los Países Bajos, la India. On the other hand, when we use articles before adjectives, it's because they are qualifying a noun. For example, el buen hombre, which means the good man. Y listo, eso es todo por hoy. If you have any question, opinion, or recommendation, just leave your comment below. And if you like this video, thumb up and subscribe. Soy Sebas y hasta la próxima.